So I just got done recording the trailer. If you can notice, I kind of just threw my blanket on my bed, just like, I don't want my sheet showing, I don't know why, but it's not going to show. So I kind of just threw it on there. I kind of cleaned up my room a bit. I'm going to keep it in the trailer. This ain't a new trailer or anything. This is a video, but, um, yeah, I just started to just fix some things up because I thought the background looked meh. Um, yeah. So let's get to the video. This is the video. So today we're gonna be reviewing. Hang on. NieR Replicant. Um. So I decided to pick up this game because I played, and like most of you that's probably watching this, I played NieR Automata, and I thought that game was amazing. That game, literally, the story in that game, the gameplay wasn't all that, but the story in that game was really good. They did things I was not expecting at all. And I know I keep looking away from the camera. I gotta look at the damn camera. But NieR Replicant, I really enjoyed this game more than NieR Automata. No, and I've never played NieR Gestalt, so this isn't like nostalgic for me or anything. This is from a fresh newcomer's point of view. And do I think it's better than NieR Automata? No. It The story is still very good. Not better than NieR Automata. I'm gonna keep saying that, not better, because I feel like a lot of people when they say this is better than NieR Automata, I think it's nostalgic for NieR Gestalt. I frankly disagree. What the hell is my hair doing? I don't know. Um, yeah, there we go. I frankly didn't think it was better than NieR Automata. That's just my personal opinion. You can have yours. You know, it's wrong. Um, NieR Replicant was a very fun game. I'm trying not to spoil anything. I think you should play it. I think if you enjoyed NieR Automata, I do think you will enjoy this game 100%. Um, I do think the gameplay still lacks. It still lacks very much. It's not bad. It's enough to get by, but definitely the strong suit of this game and NieR Automata is definitely the story. Now, granted, to get multiple endings, I am gonna say this is a slight spoiler. If you want to go in with absolutely nothing, then skip this part. But you do have to replay the game like 3 times to get different endings, which can become repetitive. And I do think the second time you play it, I do think it's a completely different experience, like NieR Automata, because in that game, yeah, you do technically they call it restarting the game, but it's not really. It's kind of like add-ons to the game. It's not really endings. It's more like more game, is how I saw that. Which it's not like this in this game. This game, it definitely can get repetitive the third playthrough. And then the fourth, if you do the right steps, you won't really have to replay it. I do recommend looking up an ending guide, like a non-spoiler ending guide. That's what I did because I didn't know how to get the endings. I figured it would just be like NieR Automata. It's not fully. You don't just start a new game, like start from your previous save and continue playing. Why is the camera so low? Oh no, it's falling. That's why. Now it's crooked. Oh no, that ain't good. Hold up, let me fix that real quick. I have it taped to my wall because I didn't know how else to do it. But yeah, let me just fix that. There we go. But as I was saying, wait, what was I saying? um I do not think this game's better than NieR Automata. And as I was saying, it can get repetitive on the third playthrough. And then because you have to do a specific thing, and if you don't do that, then it won't work. So that's why I recommend looking up an ending guide, because you're not going to figure that out by yourself. It's extremely hard. Well, actually, never mind. It tells you. That's a lie. It tells you what to do. I forgot about that. It actually tells you to do this once you complete the second ending. It can still feel repetitive, though, because you have to go through the game 3 times. Now, granted, you only have to go through the second half of the game. You don't have to replay the entire 20-hour game. And this game is not short. It will take you a while to get all the endings. It took me roughly like 40 to 50 hours. Now, granted, I did a bunch of extra stuff. I didn't like just focus on the story. I did a bunch of extra stuff, and I was doing other things while I was playing. Um, but it was a treat. I will say that. I highly recommend this game. The combat, like I said, it's not the best, but it's passable. It is a very passable combat system. They don't have the most unique combos or anything. It's not you don't go in expecting like Bloodborne or Dark Souls because you ain't getting that. You're just getting like extreme hack and slash. The enemies can get repetitive too, let me say that. Like you're fighting basically the same enemies with like a couple different bosses. But either way, the game is still the story is what really drives this game home. Like, even if you're just playing for the story, it is worth it. And no, I do not think watching a video of all the cutscenes will truly do this game justice. I think you have to play it to fully understand the story. This NieR Automata is my personal favorite story-based game. I love that game story. It was amazing. Now, this game does have a very good story. Very good. Now, this universe is really big because they also have the Drakengard games, which I personally never played. I am planning on it eventually, but I have not played yet, so I can't say anything how it connects to that. But it does, you do see some connection with NieR Automata and NieR Replica, but do not expect like, oh, I'm gonna see my favorite character from NieR Automata. Like, you probably won't, to be honest. Um, I think if you played NieR Automata and enjoyed that game, I think you really should check this game out. Um, if not, and you're not sure, I say wait for a price drop. Um, because it will price drop. NieR Automata, I think, is now like $30. Dude, and this game now is like $60. Um, yeah, but I enjoyed this. I keep saying I enjoyed this game. Of course, I enjoyed this game. Um, I will say this: do not read the achievements on this game if you're playing on PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox or Steam. If there are achievements on Steam, I don't really know. It's falling again. Come back. But this game was an absolute delight to play. But do not read the achievements. It will spoil a bit for you. So if you're achievement hunting and you're like hoping to achievement hunt while you're playing on your first playthrough, I do not recommend doing that. It will spoil some of the game for you. If you're wondering if it spoiled some of the game for me, no, by the time I looked at the achievements, I was already far enough in the game to where it didn't spoil it for me. But for you, it may spoil the game. Um, would I I think this game suffers from some things. Like if you enjoyed, I think the combat's very similar to the Devil May Cry series. So if you enjoy that, you're gonna enjoy this gameplay. Um, which instead of a robot, you actually I'm not gonna say that because that might be going into spoiler territory. But either way, and if you've never played NieR Automata or NieR Replicant, I didn't think about those people. I would recommend checking this game out. It's fun. I think the story is one of the best stories in all of gaming history. I could be biased because I haven't played that many games. I've played some. This is mainly going to be an anime channel, so if you're expecting gaming content every day, no, I'm just going to talk about whatever the hell I want. So yeah. Um, but definitely check out this game. Yeah. And if you have an Xbox and you wanna know if you would like it or not, it's on Game Pass, NieR Automata, not NieR Replicant, which that would give you an idea whether you would like this type of game or not. But oh yeah, I gotta talk about the fifth ending. I forgot about that. There's a whole new ending that wasn't in Gestalt, so even if you've played Gestalt and you're like, well, I don't really need it because I've played Gestalt, it still has content, more content. It's essentially the same game though, except I think it's essentially the same game, except just that extra ending, which that extra ending takes like 2 hours. So if you played NieR Gestalt, don't go in expecting a whole new game because it's really not. It's essentially the same game except just a different character, which I know sounds like it would be a completely different game, but it's not. Instead of a father, you're a brother. So, yeah, don't go in expecting a whole new game. And, I will say that final ending was worth it. Because it can feel repetitive, especially once you get to that final ending. But all 5 endings were a treat. I love this game. If you're just playing the first ending, I do not recommend playing this game though. Like if you're just planning on playing ending A, do not do that. You want to play all 10, not 10. Well, there's not 10 endings. This ain't crazy or anything. There's only 5, but I recommend playing all 5. I think you have to fully enjoy the experience. And even if you don't play all 5, I think you got to play the first 2 because they're completely different and it feels different and it doesn't feel repetitive on the second playthrough because it's a bit different. But either way, it's a whole new experience and I love this game and I highly recommend. I give it an 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. I don't think 8 out of 10 gives it justice. And I give NieR Automata, if you're curious, a 9 out of 10. But yeah, that's it for this review. It's the correct review, so if you're watching another reviewer and they're saying this game sucks, they're wrong. If you're watching another reviewer and they said this game's a 10 out of 10, they're also wrong. I'm correct. Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed.